Hey everybody, Gotti Edelman here with another out-of-the-box review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the KO1 Kydex holster from N8Tactical. And you can go to N8Tactical.com. That's going to be the letter N like Nancy, 8, the number 8, tactical.com. So let me tell you a little bit about this. For those of you that are familiar with my reviews, you know that I am a die-hard fan of Crossbreed holsters. Every holster I own for every weapon that I own, whether I'm carrying inside the waistband, outside the waistband, depending on how I'm dressed and the holster I'm going to use, they're all Crossbreed holsters. So when I was asked to take a look at this, I figured I would do a side-by-side comparison and check it out against the brand that I prefer, which is Crossbreed. Now this comes, as you see it, it's a Kydex holster, it's a slim profile, it's extremely lightweight, and it has multiple clip options. Now, as it's come standard, it has an adjustable cant. And I've got this top screw here a little bit loose, so you can see we can actually adjust the cant the way we want depending on how we're going to wear it. So that's how it comes. You buy this, it's only $29.70. And I say only. You go online, look at holsters, you're going to be spending $50, $60, or even more for any type of decent holster. So we want to see whether or not this is even worth spending the $30. The other thing is, it does have a 2-week try it for free option. So you can go to their website, N8Tactical, and see how you can try this for 2 weeks for free. And it also comes with a lifetime warranty. Now that we've got all the promos out of the way, let's actually see what this thing can do. Because it also has a retention adjustment, which is nice. You see that on the more expensive holsters. But as far as the options, you can purchase for an additional $5.95 the Easy Clip. And I'll show you the difference between the two clips here on camera so you can see that this one has the lip, so it is an easy clip as opposed to this one. Now they're both going to work the same way. They're going to go over 1.5 inch belt, either one. This one, however, you can adjust, as I said, the height. So I can move this down to this hole, or I can move it to the top where I have it currently and ride it a little higher. Now, if I get this out of the way, I'll show you the Easy Clip actually mounts directly to these two holes here. So it's going to ride pretty much at that standard height, but it's going to only be straight. It's not going to allow you to adjust the cant. Now, having said that, I actually tried both, and I preferred the Easy Clip because if you look at the way this is sitting, when it's mounted, the Easy Clip actually rides a little bit snugger. It's going to sit closer to that Kydex, more like this, and it's going to bring that holster in even closer. However, it also has, for an additional $8.95, the mod wing. Now, if you've never used a mod wing, I'll show you how this works. This is going to go in your pants thusly inside the waistband. Your belt's going to go through here. The mod wing actually attaches here. And as the belt comes through this loop, it's going to push up against this and bring that whole back end, which would be the end with the grip of the weapon, it's going to push that in closer to your body. So let me show you what I've got on right now, and then we'll put my weapon in here to show you the difference between the two. You guys know, if you've seen my previous reviews, my everyday carry is going to be in the Crossbreed Super Tuck holster. First, let me clear my weapon, and then we'll show you the difference between the two. So the weapon is empty, okay? Now, the Crossbreed holster, when I first got this, I was extremely apprehensive, and you can go back and watch that review. I was extremely apprehensive because of its size. And I was like, there is no way this thing is ever going to be comfortable. Look at the size of it. But what I found after wearing it for a few days was the leather actually molds itself to your shape. And when I have this on, I don't even realize I'm wearing a holster. Again, I still have the Kydex, but the nice thing is the only thing that's up against my body, especially if I don't have an undershirt on, like in the summertime, I've got this leather up against me, where, as with a straight up Kydex holster, the Kydex is actually up against my skin. And that is a little bit different. It's going to take some getting used to. If you want to wear Kydex or you're not used to wearing Kydex, if you don't have an undergarment on, an undershirt, etc., this is going to run right up against your skin. I found that, again, personal opinion, I found that to be a little bit annoying. However, it is easy on, easy off. So let me back up here into the camera angle and you can see it just clips right on. So the holster itself, as I mentioned, has a retention adjustment. So the weapon's not going anywhere. And with that retention adjustment, I can adjust how easily or how much harder it is to get that weapon out of the holster. But when it's in here, it is extremely concealable. As you can see, I've got a small frame and it is concealable. But as I said, personal opinion, maybe I'm just used to that leather back. I don't like the way it feels having that Kydex right up against my skin. I did try the mod wing. It brings that grip of the weapon in even tighter. I prefer having it where I can get my hand around it and draw my weapon easily. Again, personal preference. If you're familiar with the mod wing, you want it to sit tighter depending on the frame of your body, you can go ahead and get that for the additional $8.95. But as it sits right now, this is a great little holster. It's extremely lightweight, as I said. It weighs less than the Crossbreed. Obviously, it's got a much smaller profile than the Crossbreed. But again, my own personal preference, I don't like the way the Kydex feels rubbing up against my body. You do have the cutout, what I like to call the combat grip, so I can reach in, grab that weapon, and it's going to be right there where I want it. So, pros and cons. $29.70, you're not going to find a holster that's molded to your weapon. You go online, you tell them what kind of weapon you have, you tell them right hand or left hand, and they'll ship it to you. N8Tactical.com, the KO1 holster. Personal preference, I prefer the Crossbreed only because of that Kydex being up against my body. But having said that, if I'm wearing an undershirt or I'm in a suit, I can go ahead and tuck my shirt in, and then the Kydex is not up against me and it's extremely comfortable. I don't have a problem with it like that. So it really is a matter of personal preference. For the money, I think this is a fantastic holster, but everybody's a little bit different. Personal preference, I'm not real big on having that Kydex rub up against me, and I do prefer the Crossbreed leather. You go ahead, whatever you want to do. If you're looking for a slim, lightweight, retention adjustable with different options, adjusting the cant, all that for under $30, the N8Tactical KO1 is the way to go. So, having said all that, as usual, until next time, remember, I've got your 6, and we'll see you at the range.